Welcome to another episode of Toby's Stupid Vlog and Steve Higgypop.
I didn't notice these lights flickered before. They're very flickery. Yeah. We've come into the Cambridge Cottage annual pilgrimage. It's a bit late this year. Usually we come in January. And I wander around. I'm just admiring the Crocus Fest that's going on here. This is the building next to Cambridge Cottage where the staff are based. Quite impressive. So we've come round to the retail park because the old Mothercare Early Learning Centre has become Sports Direct. So it opened literally at 11 o'clock this morning. So we're going to have a nose, see what it's like. Good afternoon, it is Sunday afternoon. I need to clean this lens, so apologies for that. And I am off to Moor Lake Station, a place that I've spent a lot of time over the last month and a half. Because I'm going to Neil's, so we're going to Madrid via Yule, which is slightly surreal. The whole thing is slightly surreal, to be honest. And the reality of this won't really begin to bite until at least I complete this bit of the journey. Tomorrow is going to be surreal, and we're just going to have to see how this goes, because to be honest, a week ago we found out about this project and it's been a little bit manic and a lot of unknown, and could be great. That's what I'm going to say, but there's no guarantees. So join me on the world's silliest and shortest trip to Madrid. Good morning from Gatwick Airport. We're here by special assistance because we're special and we need assistance. And here comes Neil, who has sold his bag on eBay to avoid having to send it to Madrid. He looks like he's having a good time. Welcome to Madrid, properly. Here is the room. I'm not quite sure whether there's a door. There's a door there, right? This is the room. It's very nice, it's very bright. I'll show you the view in a moment. There's a door here which takes you into the toilet, bathroom area, which has a bath shower. Oh yeah, robes. This is the Clark. We're on level 12, which is the expensive floor. There's also a door there, so that I haven't worked out why you would, but you can. I don't know quite what that's for. It's like a. Yeah. Anyway, so that's weird. Let's have a quick look at the view. The weather is lovely. I mean, it's not super warm, but it's blue as you like, and I don't think they'll let you open the door. But anyway, look, I can see a palace. Here's one palace over there. Some, tall condos, and then there's tall buildings and various things. Actually in Madrid. I have to be honest, I think I said to you before, I didn't actually think this was going to happen. So the fact that we're here, that's positive. The fact that it's, what's the time? 1:45 means we probably need to go and get some lunch, so priorities. Montaditos. Actually, we're having 6 Montaditos and some chicken wings and some chips.
Yeah, just a light lunch before about 4 hours of meetings.
Yeah, nice. It's going to be great. Go for it, James. You're a growing lad. Yes. horizontally.
Right, so she also wants to know. Yeah. They need a.
I'm just going to leave that there. Work out what you think about it. We're just walking back up the road. We've just been to 100 Monteditos and we had a few Monteditos. Anyway, we've got a little briefing now this afternoon. We've got to do a dry run with the presenters about what this presentation is going to look like on Wednesday morning. It's Monday today. I'm not myself. It's a lovely day. It's really nice. Gutted I'm going to be indoors for the next few hours, but hey, you know, can't have everything. Welcome to the room. There it is. We're just having a huddle before we start rehearsing. So we've done rehearsals and script read, and we're down here.
Don't look at the camera, James.
Welcome to Hawaii.
Don't look.
Finishing the changes off, or rather Neil is. I'm not going to show you the presentation for confidentiality reasons, but I can show Neil looking concerned. It's fine.
I'm not that concerned now.
He's less concerned.
Less concerned now.
It's going well, and sound effects are still hollering.
This is now download theme music.
Oh, is it? It's nice.
That'll be fine. Oh, hello. I'm just coming out of James Mabbott's room, which, to be honest,
Well suspicious.
welcome to our Ahana. Good morning.
Goodbye.
That probably means what? What's this?
Welcome to the streets.
Mean streets.
Yeah, this camera actually works in low light, unlike my freaking iPhone, which doesn't.
Welcome to Madrid, 2019.
That's the full name of the town.
Someone could be watching this when I've passed away.
Neil Bentley, who sadly passed away earlier.
And they're probably thinking, what are they doing? What are these people doing? Like, aliens could pick this video up, James. And they're thinking,
aliens?
What are these people doing from this land? I'll tell you what we're doing. We're doing a presentation in Madrid.
Yeah, we are.
With a unicorn and a koala bear on a skateboard.
And he's not even lying.
Theatre stuff, isn't it? Anastasia, Lion King, it's all here. It's all going on.
Anastasia, is that where she went?
Yeah, she's all our love.
Yeah.
It's all the ham-ons. What is happening here? Yeah. What's happening?
He's not getting in there with us.
No, look. You need to crouch, Neil. Lower, lower.
Get L30.
Lower. Yeah, there we go. It's just a. Oh dear God.
It's not being filmed. There's too many demands.
You can get a crotch shot.
Oh, sorry.
I don't know what's happening. Best not to think about it too much.
Fuck me. Cut my head off.
An amateur. Hello. Welcome back. The TV has turned itself on, which is a little confusing. There's the remote. It's obviously useful. Always an LG. It's just like at home. Go. Bit confusing. That was an amazing meal. That was really good. That was a tapas extraordinaire, and it was ridiculously cheap. And there was jamon and croquetas and squid and Spain's cool. That's all I have to say on the matter. Oh yes, interesting update. If you'll come with me to this position here, we left a very small chocolate, so that's nice. I didn't mention we're on the 12th floor, and the 12th floor is the fancy floor, essentially, in this hotel. So this is going quite well. I'll be honest, it's going quite well. Yes, there is a presentation that we have to do tomorrow, and it's not the simplest thing in the world. But it's going pretty well. I'll leave you with that thought for tonight. I lied. I'm not going to leave you just yet, because aside from the chocolate and the room service menu, which is lovely, but we've got to be up at 7 o'clock for rehearsal, so breakfast will happen after rehearsal. We have also been left, I think this is quite fun, we've been left colouring pencils and a colouring book because it's soothing, and so that is what I'm going to do right now. Oh, can't open the bloody thing. Here we go. Making a pixie of this. Oh yes. I'm going to colour that in. That's excellent. It's sunrise over Madrid, which obviously means we've been up for an hour and a half doing rehearsals, which were useful for the people talking, not overly useful for us because we didn't get the scripts until really late and we weren't able to work out what people were actually going to use as their cues. But, you know, one problem at a time. You know, breakfast in a mo, that's a much more enjoyable experience. So we've come out for a bit of a walk. This is Piazza del Sol, as it says on the sign over there. Over there, yes. It has a KFC at both ends. Neil's always selfieing himself. Oh Jesus, this is too meta, I can't cope. There's also some really, really creepy costume people from like Paw Patrol and like Sad Disney, Christmas Mickey, and Minnie sort of pouring herself. It's not good to see. And these two dogs were taking each other for a walk. This would be the most amazing video. Neil gets run over.
And we're all having a lovely time.
Adventure update. We've eaten chicken. And there is a lot of ham-on shops around these parts. Oh, friendship bracelets. It's nice. We're heading to Plaza Major, which is a big square. Actually, I think we can go this way. Check out the squariness. All this is square. Nice this actually. Nice little streets leading up this way. Neil's taking a selfie because he just has to do that everywhere. It's like it's like an addiction. That building's cool. That's exactly what this is. It looks flipping brilliant. I would hope so.
Charcuterie in here.
Oh yeah, I love Spanish markets. They are quality. Oh, meaty. Oh yeah. Come here for dinner. This is, I think this is called Plaza Real after the Royal Palace. What is here? Check it out. Dead regal. good, isn't it? Here's some kings. Ramiro the first, Alonso the second, and then Pigeon Head over there. Madrid's on quite a high plane, like, so it's not actually a super warm place compared to some parts of Spain, but I have to say it's pretty nice today. Even the bloke playing his organ along to a backing track.
It's the royal theme song.
Yes, like, please welcome the king! Good afternoon. That was a very nice sojourn through the streets of Madrid. So I've just come back to start a bit of prep to do some rehearsing this afternoon, and the internet's down and it's very stressful. So I think I'm going to have to do some more colouring. Crayon, the actual pencils are, I've kind of worn the sharpness off them, so I need to ask reception for a pencil sharpener. Do I look tired? I'm really tired. Yeah, I don't, the last few hours since I went downstairs to do some of these more rehearsals have been weird and blurry, and we're only supposed to take an hour, and well, maybe an hour and a half. We had to film something. Anyway, that was, as I mentioned, that was at 4:30. Let me just look at my watch, shall we? Shall we see what time it is? Oh, it's 9:15. That's worked well. In between there was gossip and beer and changing things again, and I really need dinner. We're in the room. It's 7 o'clock in the morning, and everyone's very tired. But we're about to do dress rehearsal number 1, so that's exciting. There's a lot of apples. Morning. Look, there's the palace, like what we were at yesterday. It's very cool looking. It's also the reason I can't fly a drone in this particular area. I may still find a place. It's not looking that good at the moment. Presentation kicks off in 45 minutes, so we're just going to go and get some fresh air. It's done. We did it. It worked. It was, our part was, we were excellent, and it actually went broadly pretty well. The problem was that the sound people were a bit shit, so the mics weren't great. But whatevs, not my problem. So everyone seemed very happy. I know I am, and that's all that matters. So we're done. Walking through a park in Madrid looking for some jamons to eat, as is traditional. Now here we go.
Babs?
Sorry,
It's blurred out in the background. It's nice. Yeah.
we just blurred his face.
You getting in, Toby?
Oh, Jesus, there he is. Look. Oh, would you?
Who are you focusing on?
James.
Oh, there he is. Look, there he is. There he is. Oh, there I am. Oh, good.
Right, I'll do a normal photo now. What?
You are a normal photo now.
What's he doing? He's not in it. Can he see this? Can he see this? Can he see this screen? Get in the screen!
Neil's just vlogging. Such an amateur.
I'm between 2 vlogs right now. I'm between
Do,
2
do,
vlogs.
do, do, do.
I'm like supporting cast in 2 series.
Also featuring James El Mabo from
Yeah,
Mabbott.
we've established I'm now 3-beer drug lord.
Yes.
Which, if you've seen any clips from this trip, probably makes more sense.
Yes. So this is James's new gaff.
Yeah, it's
He
alright,
bought it
actually.
all from drug money, basically.
Yeah,
He
it's
just sold masses of ganja, and that's what he ended up with.
Yeah.
It's really,
£2.50.
really good.
£2.50.
$2.50. They didn't want it anymore.
No.
This is how stupid I look most of the time. Like, so it's nice to capture this meta with somebody else being stupid. Because I walk around like that and I think, yeah, but it looks fine. Nobody's noticed. The reality is, just look like a bit of a pillock. Come back into the Mercado San Miguel because
Cake.
cake mainly. Neil's in looking out for a menu del dia, sort of dish of the day, kind of menu of the day place. Food here is very appealing. Also, I'm really hungry because I think I used a lot of calories just through the energy levels needed for the stress management. Check out those olives.
And there's Toby.
Yeah, meta. Cheese.
That's a nice park as well.
Welcome.
Oh, wow, that's great.
Welcome to Park Spotting with Neil Bentley.
That's a nice park.
Well, here we are. We're at the airport. It's done. We're going home. I'm exhausted. Neil's checking in some luggage. Hopefully they won't cavity search him or do whatever. Make him take all his batteries out. Next stop, England. Little England. Afternoon. That was a wild ride. That was great, don't get me wrong, it was a great fun trip. Also it was highly stressful and slightly manic, and I was exhausted and I slept today quite late. I'm very glad, but I've only got a little bit of video to do today. And the weather is awesome, so I'm going to go and do it in the gardens as soon as I've had lunch. What I should have mentioned is, despite the fact that we actually were really late boarding the plane yesterday, I'm still not sure why. I don't think handover had been done properly, so there was no food on board and there was nothing ready basically, so they held us in the little gangway for about 15 minutes. Despite all that, we actually only departed the gate 5 minutes late, and we still arrived like nearly 15 minutes early, so it was a very nice flight. It was ever so easy, and I jumped off the plane, had no hold luggage, went all the way around through, met two people I know from William Reed, which is another one of the clients I filmed for, in the baggage collection area, and then went round, got on the monorail, got on a train, and went Clapham, Wimbledon, Collieswood, and that's why you saw a clip from Abby's birthday, because I was there by about 7:30, which isn't bad seeing. Actually, I was there about 7:25. It took me an hour and a half from the moment the plane touched down to the moment I was sitting at the table, so that is pretty impressive. And also another reason why I'm totally dead to the world and slept so long today. I'm going into queue, brought my laptop, finish a video. It's a lovely day, I'm in a very good mood, the sun is shining. Right now things couldn't be better. And just to make my mood even better, you know, I think I mentioned I sent my Sennheiser, I was cancelling headphones off for repair the other day. They couldn't repair them, so they sent me an entirely new pair with everything. It's amazing. And I bought them second hand. They were about 4 or 5 years old. I sent them off without anything, not even a battery, just the headphones themselves. They sent them back with a battery, case, extra leads, the lot, brand new. And just to put the record straight, that wasn't a free repair. They were out of warranty. And Sennheiser's policy out of warranty is you pay them £90 and you post them off. So that's, I don't know, works out as being about £94, let's say. And they repair them or replace them. You might think, well, that's really expensive, you haven't got a lot out of the deal. Well, you kind of have if, one, you bought the headphones for less than £90 in the first place, and two, the retail value of the headphones is over £270, which it is. So I still haven't spent that, and I've got one brand new pair of headphones, and I had an old pair of headphones. So I feel like I'm doing quite well. Check out the crocuses, they're back, and they look amazing in this light. Very happy to have come in here today. Looks fantastic. So I filmed a lot of the Madrid stuff, not on my iPhone, but in fact on my really old EOS M camera, which is Canon's very first mirrorless camera. It came out about 4 or 5 years ago, and everyone hated on it because no one used it right. It's not a great camera for stills, I will grant that, but for like roving journalism / vlogging, it's great. It's really good. It doesn't have a flip out screen, it doesn't shoot 4K, but it can take any Canon lens with a very light adapter. It shoots well enough in low light if you're not so bothered about ISO, because who is if you're just vlogging. And frankly, as this clip proves, vlogging isn't all about pointing a camera at your face. It's as much about what you see as people looking at you. So I think it works fantastically, and I was kind of really happy that I took it. It was the lightest camera I own. I was going to take the next one up, and it worked out really well. Right, I need to find a spot where I can get my laptop out. The light is just amazing. It's wonderful, like, and with crocuses all over the ground, it's fantastic. Haven't really taken that many photos because I've been busy doing my edit, but taken a couple of snaps. I need to go through, like, because I've been using the EOS M5 and the EOS M in the last like week or so, I have photos and videos on both from all sorts of locations, from Kew to London to Madrid, Neil's office, Wisley, so it needs a bit of work, and there's just SD cards filled with absolute nonsense everywhere. I've just come to see if there's an update on the new Pavilion restaurant opening spring 2019. Feels kind of like spring's just around the corner, so hurry up and all that. They don't feel like they're just about to open, and there doesn't seem to be a sign suggesting when spring 2019 is, but if I had to guess, I'd say the last day of May. Everything just smells so good. It's that period of the year when things start to warm up. I'm cursing it now because it's not even March and it could snow again, but when things start to warm up a bit, you start to smell flowers and the trees and what have you, and that smell have been dormant pretty much since winter began, sort of 4 months ago, and forgotten how nice it can be when you feel the sun on your skin and the smell of spring on the way. It's wonderful. I do have to go home and make a soup, it's occurred to me, that I haven't really thought about, but today is a day of wonderful problems, so I'm taking it all in my stride. Let's do the word of the week before my battery fails, because it doesn't like the fact it's back from Madrid. So the word of the week this week will be Spain, obviously, because that's where I just was. Spain is the word of the week. So first of all, in German, Spain is das Spanien. I don't know why it has a pronoun in German, but it appears to. Das Spanien is Spain in German. And in Italian, Spain is Spagna, which is very much like the Spanish, only without the E. It is Spagna in Italian. There we go. That's Spain in German and Italian. And that was this week's word of the week. Happy Friday. It is a nice day. It is blue. It's not far off being almost warm. That sounds like sort of fake praise, but for this time of year it's definitely warm. It's don't need hats and gloves and scarves anymore, only a thin jacket, so it's quite good for February. It feels like spring is on the way, and so I'm meeting Adam for lunch. So I thought I'd walk, because when you can, you should. don't usually come over here. Weaving through the streets to get to Turnham Green. Not Turnham Green, Stamford Brook, to get a bus to Westfield. What a lovely walk that was, like seriously, what? That was 45 minutes of pure springtime joy. And I've still got some exploring to do, so I'm feeling pretty good about life. So this is White City. All of this used to be BBC, now very little of it is. But this is where the stadium was for the first London Olympics in 1908. As you can see from the Olympic rings and what have you. And this was the start-finish line of the stadium. Or the finish line, I should say. Start line, well, it depends on what you're doing. So it's a fascinating piece of history, but also quite alarming when you look at this table of how we absolutely wiped the floor with everyone. So we won more than 50% of the gold medals and nearly 50% of the silver medals, and just shy of 40% of the bronze medals. And you might be like, well, how is that even possible? Because surely if you won gold you can't also win silver and or bronze. But the answer is because we entered multiple people in everything, even in the team events, where, for example, when you're picking a sport that you want to win all of, you have 3 teams and you win all the medals like that. So it's quite an alarmingly successful thing. And you look at countries now who are really quite competitive, like South Africa or Russia, even Italy, and none of them really did much compared to us. Good morning from the back garden. I've come into queue to see orchids, but first have breakfast. What's even more surprising is that 2 weeks later, when I go back to look, I realise I didn't actually record it. So that was very surprising. So the word of the week is surprise. So first of all, in German, surprise is die Überraschung. Die Überraschung. That is surprise in German. And in Italian, it is much more straightforward. If you're an English speaker, it's la sorpresa. La sorpresa is surprise in Italian. So that was surprise in German and Italian, and that was this week's word of the week, which surprisingly comes from 2 weeks in the future. Thank you very much for watching. I do hope you will subscribe or stay tuned and visit this site next week, where we will be in Madrid. It is happening, I can tell you that because I've already done it. And I hope that I will get to grips with this vlogging thing. It's only been like 9 years, but I'll get there. See you later.